has more than 15 YouTube channels and about 3 million subscribers. Our main channel has 1.854 or 1,854,000 plus subscribers. Now, they've been gaming the system for a long time to shut down nationalistic or patriotic media, saying we're right-wingers, saying we're extremists. Well, it doesn't matter who we are. We have a right to free speech, don't we? As long as we don't violate the rules. Well, now Zuckerberg has come out and said he's going to restrict conservative news like Communist China does, calling it fake news. And Google, that owns YouTube, has announced, and they've done it now 2 weeks ago, that they're going to basically make you click the bell in your notifications. We're going to show you how to do that, or you won't get all the channels that you've subscribed to, and you won't get the videos. Now, why are they doing this? It's more than just censoring. They want you to see the videos that they feed you below and beside the videos you're looking at that are corporately sponsored so they make more money. They're taking the you out of YouTube. So we're in this information war, and it's more important than ever that you promote the videos, that you like the videos, and that you send them on to others. Because the answer to the attempt to shut us down and restrict free speech that's openly now happening is for us to redouble our efforts. We're winning the culture war as true classical liberals that made this country great. We're restoring the Renaissance. So again, if you want to get our videos, so you can make your decision whether you want to see them or not. After all, that's why you subscribed. YouTube's had this since they started 12 years ago or whatever it was. And they're fundamentally changing it so you don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is promoting fake news and trash news and establishment news. It's killing real independent news. But we, the people, by taking action, can break the back of this system. So please click on the bell so you get the notifications and so you get in your feed the videos and channels you've subscribed to. I'm Alex Jones for Infowars.com.
Well, we have another update in the conspiracy theories that continue to flow out of the White House. This is very troubling considering the fact they just voted themselves $160 million to authenticate news and to put out real news in its place, doing that through the State Department, the new Ministry of Truth. Now, yesterday, we were told, this was escalated, NBC reported that U.S. officials have now said they know that Putin personally was involved in the election hack. They say U.S. intelligence officials now believe with a high level of confidence, quote unquote. That means that they don't have any physical evidence that Russian President Putin became personally involved in the covert Russian campaign to interfere in the U.S. presidential elections. Two senior officials say new intelligence shows that Putin personally directed how hacked material from the Democrats was leaked and otherwise used. Oh, what would that new intelligence be? Well, they say they believe that, quote, only Russia's senior-most officials could have authorized these activities. That's their new intel. See, it's just an assumption that they say this is an intelligence judgment. They say it's consistent with the Putin that I've watched. I worked with him as an ambassador in the government. He had a vendetta against Hillary Clinton. Now, we're going to talk about what I think is the real source of this leak. And of course, we had another allusion to the fact that it might have come from Seth Rich. But certainly the person who said that he handed it to the DNC said it was from handed it to WikiLeaks, said it was from a DNC disgruntled staffer. But, you know, we look at that and we say, well, certainly that fits the pattern of murder that we've seen around Hillary Clinton. And she certainly had vendettas against somebody internally in the Democrat Party that would leak this information. So maybe she did kill him. OK, see, that would be a conspiracy theory. I don't know who killed Seth Rich. Nobody knows at this point. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence that points to Hillary Clinton, but we're not allowed to make that conclusion. Meanwhile, without any evidence, the U.S. officials put this as Putin. And I want to clarify this, too. When they talk about hacking the election and doing something, they're not saying that he sent in Russian agents to vote even across the border, even though they weren't authorized to vote. They're not saying that they fiddled with the machines. They're not saying that they fiddled with the counts. No, what they're saying is that they hacked the election by telling you the truth about Hillary Clinton. Think about that. Think about that. Should we offer them a debt of gratitude for telling us the truth about her character, for telling us the truth about the DNC, for telling us the truth about the media that was conspiring with the DNC and with Hillary Clinton to deceive the public? And yet it's that same media now who is saying that it's a Russian hack. Today, they took it to the next level. And this reminds me of what Mark Twain said. A lie, he said, can travel halfway around the world before the truth can even put its shoes on. Well, that was before the internet. Now it can go much quicker, and it comes from much higher levels. We now have, according to the Daily Mail, a White House launching its own conspiracy theory on the Russian hacking. Okay, Russian hacking is established, but now they're piling conspiracy theory on top of conspiracy theory. This is Josh Earnest, the White House spokesman, thinks that Roger Stone had something to do with it now. He suggested today that Roger Stone knew that the Kremlin ordered a hack on Democrat officials. And the White House spokesman said it's possible that Stone delivered that information to Trump before he encouraged the Russians to release Hillary Clinton's emails in July. You see how they're piling assumption upon assumption and saying, well, it's possible, it's possible. A lot of things are possible. We're going to tell you some of the things that are possible on the other side. Now, today we had an exclusive report from the Daily Mail saying that they talked to an ex-British ambassador who is now a WikiLeaks operative. He claims that Russia did not provide the Clinton emails. He said they were handed to him at a D.C. park by an intermediary for disgusted Democrat whistleblowers. His name is Craig Murray. He's a former British ambassador to Uzbekistan. He's an associate of Julian Assange, and he gave this information to Daily Mail. They say he flew to Washington, D.C. to get these emails. He claims he had a clandestine handoff in a wooded area. He said the leaker's motivation was disgust at the corruption in the Clinton Foundation and the tilting of the primary election playing field against Bernie Sanders. Now, let's go to Seth Rich, because with this new information that just came out yesterday, let's look at the other side of this. Remember that Seth Rich was the young staffer who was killed in Washington, D.C., and he was a data analyst. WikiLeaks offered a $20,000 reward for him. That was in addition to another $25,000 reward that was being offered in the case by somebody who was a Bernie Sanders supporter, offering that information. Now, his father said that he knew that no items were taken, even though they called it a possible robbery. That his mother told NBC News that her son's hands were bruised, his knees were bruised, his face was bruised, yet he had 2 shots to his back, and they didn't take anything. A struggle implied, okay? Now, when people like the Inquisitor or people on the internet and Reddit, as they report this in heavy, they say, without evidence to back it up, they say that Rich was the person who gave the information to WikiLeaks and that he was murdered to cover that up. And yet they say, but we know because the government has told us that it came from the Russians. Again, the evidence is circumstantial in either case. Who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe these people that we now know from this information were liars colluding with the media? And that's the point. They're saying that Russia hacked this election because we exposed the lies of the DNC and Hillary Clinton. For Infowars.com, I'm David Knight.
In case you haven't heard, InfoWars has become the most influential media outlet in America. We're making freedom go viral. And now we are proud to announce a new weapon in the epic battle against the globalists. InfoWars Prime, where you can watch live high-definition feeds of The Alex Jones Show, plus exclusive insider videos from the InfoWars crew and behind-the-scenes action. Go to Infowars.com/app and download today. InfoWars Prime is available right now for your iPhone or Android. You will have access to exclusive videos that you can't see anywhere else. And that means live coverage of events and breaking news on location as it happens. You can also take advantage of amazing deals from the InfoWars store that are only available for InfoWars Prime subscribers. That's InfoWars Prime at Infowars.com/app. And if you can hear my voice, you are the resistance.
InfoWars has more than 15 YouTube channels and about 3 million subscribers. Our main channel has 1.854 or 1,854,000 plus subscribers. Now, they've been gaming the system for a long time to shut down nationalistic or patriotic media, saying we're right-wingers, saying we're extremists. Well, it doesn't matter who we are. We have a right to free speech, don't we? As long as we don't violate the rules. Well, now Zuckerberg has come out and said he's going to restrict conservative news like communist China does, calling it fake news. And Google, that owns YouTube, has announced, and they've done it now 2 weeks ago, that they're going to basically make you click the bell in your notifications. We're going to show you how to do that, or you won't get all the channels that you've subscribed to, and you won't get the videos. Now, why are they doing this? It's more than just censoring. They want you to see the videos that they feed you below and beside the videos you're looking at that are corporately sponsored so they make more money. They're taking the you out of YouTube. So we're in this information war, and it's more important than ever that you promote the videos, that you like the videos, and that you send them on to others. Because the answer to the attempt to shut us down and restrict